Hey, how y'all doing?
Hey, hey, how y'all doing?
Even though you're all alone. Oh, child, I'm nervous. Hey, how y'all doing? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's been a minute, like 7-8 months since I made a video, and I'm a little nervous. But I wanted to come back because I feel like I've been showing TikTok a little bit more love, and I wanted to show you guys my current journey, which is my junk journal journey. It is something that's creative, something I feel like I can use to be consistent on YouTube with. And it's just something I've really been enjoying lately, and I'm actually starting a new junk journal. And I thought it would be great for me to actually show you guys what my junk journal looks like. I've done a couple of shorts, 1 or 2 shorts, showing my junk journal or doing spreads in my junk journal. But I thought it would be cool if I kind of almost gave you guys like a rundown of what you should and should not do as a first-time junk journaler. I am very much a person who learns by experience. I sometimes take advice, but respectfully, I like to figure things out on my own. It's an ignorant way to be. Just choosing violence and choosing to just be blind. But I will say certain things I have like looked up and done research on, but most times I really do like trying things out for myself and figuring out what works best for me. So this notebook, it is a Paperidge. It is an A5 notebook. It is a hardcover and it is black. That I feel like is the first thing that I went wrong with. The Paperidge cover, not the Paperidge cover, but the hardcover is not super flexible, and I think that's also a reason why my junk journal itself has kind of started like bending, and some of the pages are actually separating from the base, if you guys can tell, which is why I'm starting a new journal. So I think doing a soft cover, my new notebook is a soft cover. I do like the A5 size though. I don't think I want to go bigger, and I don't also think I want to go smaller, at least for like a lot of journaling. I do think I want to do like an A6 for like a to-go journal, to kind of keep in my bag, or like when I'm traveling. I think that would be fun. But on a normal basis, the one that I keep at home and the one that I journal in on a regular basis, it will be the A5. So I'm glad that I chose the A5 size. I actually like the Paperidge journal because the paper is quality. The notebook seems quality, because if it was a cheap journal, it probably would have bust by now. But I think the soft cover is a better choice. I also think, and this is something somebody else told me on TikTok, gluing every other page together also prevents your journal from like separating, because the way that most things are binded, or not bounded, binded, Jesus Christ, the way that most notebooks are bound, they're bound in the center. So if you glue every other page together, it'll kind of prevent it from like ripping up from the center, if that makes sense. So it'll kind of just connect all of the pages to prevent them from like ripping out in layers. So yeah, I will also say, and this is just genuine advice, I wouldn't go as chunky as I feel like I did. Like, this is my New Year's spread, mind you. This is supposed to be my 2026 junk journal. The last spread that I've done in this journal was my New Year's spread, and I love it. I love this spread. I think it's so cute and so funky, but it's too thick. Like, adding in these beads and all this stuff, it just makes my journal super thick. Like this little pen, although I love adding in the chunky stuff to my junk journal, I'm gonna give y'all an exclusive, because I actually didn't show this on TikTok. It's more of a private page. Even this one, I put a whole freaking comb from the spa in here. Like, some stuff was just unnecessarily chunky. Like stuff like this sometimes can start to get chunky. But I feel like this page, like, extremely chunky. Like, I got the little bra top, I got another layer, like all that stuff. It just made it so thick. And even these pages, like sometimes when I'm layering paper on top of paper on top of paper, like this is like an entire notebook page that I just cut out from another notebook. So, and honestly, even these like Scrabble pieces, maybe I'll put them on the back of my notebook now, but like that just adds to the thickness. Now, will I stop doing it? Probably not, because I like the thickness of my journal. I feel like that's what makes it unique and fun. Like even here where I have like the Sephora shopping bag, like I'm going to keep that. I'm not cutting the strap off. I like how thick it is. I like how chunky it is. I will say I will try to do the gluing every other page together and see how that goes. But if you do want to try to get the most out of your journal, I just wouldn't go as chunky as sometimes I did. That's everything I feel like I needed to like do better on, or I could do better on in my next journal. Going flat or gluing every other page together and going soft journal instead of hardcover. But that's only if you like chunky things. If you don't want chunky things, a hardcover is totally fine. The paper will normally lay flat enough that it should work. So now on to things that are essential and non-essential for junk journaling. In general, junk journaling, you actually don't need anything for real, other than like your notebook, pens, maybe like a regular printer to print like things specifically out. But even that, like junk journaling is supposed to be junk. It's not supposed to be anything super duper curated. But at the end of the day, most people who actually do junk journal mix junk with scrapbooking materials. So I will show you guys what I personally bought myself and personally continuously buy, and also what I've been gifted that I actually really like so far. So yeah, I'm going to show you a couple of things that I have, and then we'll go into what I feel like is 100% necessary based on my current journey. And I'll also let you guys know how to leverage things that you already have to make the best of your junk journaling supplies and like not be wasteful. So I actually start there. Sorry y'all, this is all over the place. I'm just going straight off the dome. I would say start with old planners. This is a planner that I bought for last year, and I have another planner, but I actually ended up leaving it at work last week. But I use this planner for everything. Like as you can see, like the pages are cut out, like letters are cut out, like literally entire pages are gone. I cut out letters here to do like the scrapbook letters. Literally so much stuff is cut out of this, and I just keep this in my little box that I have for my junk journal, because since I didn't end up fully finishing this planner, because I do like a larger planner to be able to write things out, I can definitely leverage everything that's in here. It has like even these, I'm kind of saving these because I love these patterns in the back. And these are technically bookmarks, but I feel like these are a little too thin to be big bookmarks, so I'm going to use these somewhere inside my junk journal. I just have to figure out what's best. And I've actually been reading a lot more, y'all, so by the end of this month I actually do want to do a video on what I've been reading, because I'm very excited about it. So yeah, old planners, and also a lot of old planners come with lots of stickers. I pulled these stickers out of this same journal, and I have stickers from my other journal as well that I just don't have them with me. But there's so many stickers from this journal that I can use. My newest journal doesn't have stickers in it because it's like very clean, very simple weekly and daily planners, but most of my old journals have had stickers. So I'm literally going back through everything that I have and being like, okay, let me see where I can get free stickers, because I already paid for them. They're not free, but leverage everything. You know what I'm saying? Don't put anything in the trash until you realize like, I could maybe use this for my junk journal. Because technically right now, since this planner is no longer for this year, it's junk, but it can be like useful. So yeah, make use of the things that you have. And I also just use a regular notebook. Sometimes I like to journal to myself and put them inside envelopes inside my junk journal. So I leverage paper in regular notebooks, either cut them out or rip them out, and I use those. So look at your journals, look at any old coloring books, look at any magazines that you have, keep those, and you can use all that stuff for your junk journal. The same things that you would probably use for a vision board, you can definitely use for your junk journal. And in general, everything can go inside your junk journal, and I'll kind of go through mine just so you guys can kind of see what kind of like junk I've used in mine, because like I said, some of it's curated and a lot of it is not. So these are actually these are quotes, they're Bible scriptures from the Bible. that was stupid. But these are scriptures from the Bible. My friend gave me a jar of these, like depending on your mood you can pull one, and I kind of started putting them in when I first started doing my junk journal. This Dior tag is actually from a purchase that I made at Dior. I just cut it out and put it in here. These were all recycled words from my planner. So, and then all of these patterns are patterns from inside my planner as well. I just ripped out pages, whatever page had like a pattern, I made an envelope out it, and I put my goals for the year for that specific category inside that folder. So that's also how you leverage junk journals. A lot of the copy on these pages outside of the stickers are from, this is from like Dossier. This is from a piece of mail that I got that had my name on it, so I cut it out. This is from a program, from a play that I saw. So I legit leverage any and everything that I get. When I got the McDonald's Grinch meal, I literally cut the box up and put it in here and added in like the little like side and made a little flippable. Most of this is junk. The background of this is actually from a muffin bag from H&W sticker. This is from the spa. This is from the spa. This is from the spa. What else? This is actually like I made this page strictly for junk. This is a team store bag when I bought my Falcons jersey from the team store at Atlanta Station. My voting sticker, I got this from what's it called, Panda Fest. A random Hobby Lobby receipt, postcard from Oku, Dossier sample thing. So all of this is one of my favorites. All of this is scrap paper from all of the gifts that I got, and then this is from a card. So I've also been putting cards in here, and then this is from a box that I got a gift card in. So that's technically junk. It still technically gets thrown in the trash. So everything can go inside your junk journal. I also just got like a lollipop from work, and I was gonna put the lollipop wrapper in my junk journal. And then all of this is kind of junk. The background isn't junk, but these beads I got from dinner at House. This is from a Happy New Year crown. This is from House, this is from House. All of these are from House. I printed this picture out, and then I made an envelope with some scrap paper that I had. So I mix. Most people who do junk journaling, I'm so sorry, y'all. Most people who do junk journaling do a mixture of junk and scrapbooking. So I just don't subscribe to the whole, it's not junk journaling, it's scrapbooking. Like, it's whatever you want to call it. It's your notebook. Call it what you feel the need to call it. So yeah, I just wanted to go through and give y'all examples of how I kind of incorporated junk. But if it's not junk, then it was purchased. So I feel like there are a few things that I feel like makes my life easier when it comes to junk journaling. And I first start off with paper. Now I get my paper from Hobby Lobby, but I recently did get a paper book from Amazon, and I want to let y'all know how I like it. It's a plaid paper notebook, and it's different types of plaid. Now I don't know how often I would be using plaid, but you never know. Hobby Lobby also gives a lot of deals on the stuff that they sell. The paper is pretty cheap. It's 69 cents for the large ones, and I think maybe 59 cents for the smaller ones. I don't have one in front of me, but they're inexpensive, they last, and I always recommend to save your scraps. Like, I have this scrap. I've used most of the paper, but I probably had this scrap for maybe like 2 months. I've used the other paper like over time and used like the different little scraps. So I save all my scraps. I don't throw away paper. Just because at the end of the day, the purpose of scrapbooking to me and junk journaling is to like not throw things away, to kind of save them and keep them for another project. Okay, the next thing I feel like is sometimes necessary is stickers. I love stickers, and I feel like it just kind of makes it feel a little bit more your own. I think it adds a little bit of personality, and I also love 3D stickers. I always recommend to go in person and find stickers first, and then maybe go online, because like I said, Hobby Lobby does lots of sales, and these were 40% off. So a lot of these stickers are super duper cheap. They do 40% off sales a lot, so I'll get stickers whenever I see they have a 40% off. I love things that are metallic, things that are slightly 3D. I also love these like little bubble letters, but I also noticed that they didn't have like specific letters that I liked in Hobby Lobby, so I got some online, these like regular circle stickers that are a little bit bigger. But you can do what you like. I found a bunch of different packs, like sticker packs, and I keep them in a little pouch. So I keep my stickers in like a little pouch. I have some 3D stickers that y'all can see, these hearts. That's the type of stuff that also makes your journal thick that you don't really notice until you notice it. But I've got a bunch of different sticker packs on Amazon. They're normally pretty cheap. People also say Shein and Temu you do get cheap stickers, but I'm also not trying to wait a month just to get some dang on stickers. Like, I'll just get them on Amazon. But right now I'm actually taking a break from ordering stickers because I actually want to start making my own stickers at home, because I just got ink for my printer. And speaking of printers, I will say this is something, and it's not necessarily 100% necessary, but I like having this. I also have a Polaroid camera, a couple Polaroid cameras. But this is so nice to have, because anytime I want to print an image or I want to add a photo to something, I can literally just turn this on, connect it to my phone, and then print that picture out. I will say I don't use it as much, or haven't used it as much on my last few. Well, actually, I'm lying. I use it on my New Year's spray. Never mind. But yeah, I like this a lot. I think it is super convenient, easy to use, and yeah, honestly, I have no complaints about it so far. The other thing that I feel like is 100% necessary, in my opinion, for me, is this tape dispenser, the double-sided tape dispenser. Now, I prefer this one. I ordered some from Amazon when I first started my junk journal, and they were not refillable. I went through them in like literally 3 days, and it was 4 of them. But I love these from Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is my store. I love going to Hobby Lobby. Anytime I have a chance to go to Hobby Lobby, I'm excited. I take my time in that store. But I love these. They are refillable. You can get them either with the glue dots, or you can get them with the double-sided tape. Both of them are pretty much the same thing, but it just makes it easier to kind of just like lay the paper out, or lay things out that you want to stick onto your notebook. No notes. I feel like this is 1000% necessary. I don't really use glue sticks. I see a lot of people do glue sticks, but I either use this. I started off also using B6000 glue, really just because I had it in my house, but I used it to glue like the 3D things onto the front. I used the B6000 glue. Anything that's 3D, like the beads on my New Year's page, I use B6000. So anything that's heavier duty, I always use like an E or B6000. But for the most part, I just use tape or anything that has like already has stickers on it. The next thing that I feel like has made my life so much easier is this paper cutter. I will say I wish I had a bigger paper cutter, because sometimes I have to like fold things and fold them again. But I love this paper cutter. I feel like it makes my life easier, and I use it for other things outside of my junk journal, so I feel like it was just like a really nice convenience purchase. Next thing, once again, not necessary but is beneficial, is the corner cutter. I love this for my pages because of course my notebook is rounded on the edges, and I like things to look very crisp and clean. I'm such a type B girl, but I'm so OCD about very specific things, and I feel like sometimes I can't get the corners the way that I want them to be. So just sticking these in there, clip, and they have like different like curves, I guess, like radiuses for like the curve. So love this thing. And I also just love, like, it's like satisfying, like ASMR. I also, of course, have an X-Acto knife. I think every creative, anybody who does any type of creative projects keeps an X-Acto knife. I just recently repurchased one because I don't know what I did with my old one, but I had to get a new one. I would say that's like everything that I feel like is 100% necessary to me. just based on how I junk journal. So, and of course tapes. A lot of people use tapes. I actually was gifted some really nice washi tapes. They are spiritual ones. They have like things about God, Jesus. This one says amen. I have a couple that I purchased myself, the metallic ones. I don't use washi tapes super often, but I do like having them. But yeah, I would say that's everything that I tend to use on a regular basis whenever I junk journal. A nice solid A5 journal, backgrounds, papers, Hobby Lobby, Amazon. You can get a big pack of paper. Stickers, you can get stickers from literally any and everywhere. They sell them at bookstores, Hobby Lobby, Michaels, Amazon. You can also print your own, just get the sticker paper and use a printer. Notebook paper, if you ever want to actually like write letters to yourself. I've been doing that a lot in my junk journal, writing letters to myself, put them inside of envelopes and then kind of taking them out. I'm trying to think of what else. That was everything. Oh, paper cutter, corner cutter, and yeah, I think that was everything. I kind of just wanted this to be a regular talking video. I don't think I really like planned to go through everything in my bin the way that I did, but this is exactly how I work with my junk journal. I'll literally be like, ooh, I want to use this, or I want to try this, or I'll pull junk out from my purse that I had. So it should be something that feels like organic to you, and you can call it whatever you want to call it. You can call it scrapbooking, you can call it junk journaling, but it's been something that's super relaxing to me. I'm not necessarily the best with words at times, but I feel like creating my spreads and taking my time and making things look good in my junk journal always like loosens me up and prepares me to like journal for real. So if you're having a problem actually journaling and like getting your thoughts out for the day, 1000% recommend making you a nice beautiful spread that feels like how you feel today, and then writing a letter to yourself, seeing how that feels, and maybe trying it again the next day. So I've been enjoying it. I feel like I have been wanting to scratch that itch because I ordered my notebook, my new journal, and I've been itching to start her. So but I wanted to make this video first. I feel like this video was all over the place because I haven't made a YouTube video in so long. But if you're interested in learning more about my junk journal journey, I will make a more planned out, clear video that shows you guys what I use, what I've been using, where I get things from, and also like ideas for spreads. So if you enjoyed this video, although it was all over the place, give me a like, give me a comment, let me know what I could do better, let me know what you enjoy seeing. Preferably I will be posting more consistently this year. I feel like I come to YouTube and then I leave YouTube and then I come back to YouTube and I leave YouTube. I can sometimes be very inconsistent, but hopefully this time is different, y'all. Fingers crossed. But I did want to just come on here and show something that I really have been loving and has really been making me feel good. So if you're into junk journaling, want to get into junk journaling, I hope you enjoyed this video, and there will be plenty more to come. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.
I'm coming back, yes, I'll be there, yeah.